प्यारे बच्चों, आज हम 12th केमिस्ट्री के सॉल्यूशन चैप्टर का नेक्स्ट टॉपिक डिस्कस करेंगे। वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ वोलेटाइल लिक्विड्स। वोलेटाइल लिक्विड्स मीन्स लिक्विड्स विच कैन easily get vaporized like alcohol, like water, and non-volatile liquids like protein. It cannot be easily volatile. It cannot be vaporized. So what is Raoult's law? Suppose we are having two liquid A and liquid B. Both are forming a solution. We are having two liquid A and liquid B in a solution, and both are volatile. Here in this solution, in this container, we are having liquid A and liquid B. The vapor pressure of liquid A is PA, partial vapor pressure of liquid A is PA, and partial vapor pressure of liquid B is PB. And let mole fraction of liquid A is XA and mole fraction of liquid B is XB. So it has been observed that this partial vapor pressure of a component in solution, and component is volatile liquid. So partial vapor pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction of component. For A, PA is directly proportional to mole fraction of A, and PB directly proportional to mole fraction of B. And from here, PA is equal to some constant, and that constant is found equal to that constant. The value of that constant is found equal to vapor pressure of that liquid in pure form. This is vapor pressure of liquid in solution form, that is known as partial vapor pressure, and this is vapor pressure of liquid in pure form when it is not mixed with any other component. When it is not in solution form, it is in pure component solvent form. So PA is equal to P node A into XA. Similarly, PB is equal to P node B into XB. This is Raoult's law. What is the statement of Raoult's law? That partial vapor pressure of a volatile component in a solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of that component. Partial vapor pressure of component A, PA, partial vapor pressure of component B, PB, and mole fraction of A is XA and mole fraction of B is XB. Then this is Raoult's law. So you know from here, PA plus PB, P node A, XA plus P node B, XB. And you know by Dalton's law of partial vapor pressure, P total, it is equal to P total. So P total is equal to P node A, XA plus P node B into XB. This is Raoult's law. And a solution which obeys Raoult's law under the entire range of concentration at given temperature, if a solution obeys Raoult's law, that solution is known as ideal solution. So we can take here the condition for ideal solution. If a solution obeys Raoult's law under entire range of concentration, that solution is known as ideal solution. As you know, there is ideal gas. Similarly, there is solution which is known as ideal solution, and ideal solution will obey Raoult's law. So for Raoult's law condition, what are the conditions for this ideal solution? What are the conditions for this ideal solution? Remember, there is no, before mixing and after mixing, there is no change in enthalpy. H1 is equal to H2, that is delta H. Mixing is equal to 0. Enthalpy of mixing is 0, means there is no change in the enthalpy, there is no loss, there is no gain. First condition. Second condition, V1 is equal to V2. That is, there is no change in the volume. Before mixing and after mixing, there is no change. Suppose you are taking 1 ml, 5 ml A and 5 ml of B. So before mixing 10 ml, after mixing 10 ml. So there is no change in volume. So mixing volume is equal to 0. Similarly, this condition PA is equal to P node A into XA and PB is equal to P node B into XB. So these are the three conditions for ideal solution. Means enthalpy of mixing is 0, and volume of mixing is 0, means there is no change in the volume. And these two statement that partial vapor pressure of both the component is directly proportional to their individual mole fraction. So these are the three conditions for an ideal solution, and we can draw a graph for ideal solution. What are the example of ideal solution? Example, a mixture of benzene plus toluene, a mixture of benzene in toluene, a mixture of N-hexane plus N-heptane. नॉर्मल हेप्टेन एंड नॉर्मल हेक्सेन को मिक्स कर देंगे, देन यू विल गेट आइडोप्रोपेन, ब्रोमोप्रोपेन, लाइक दैट. So we can take example, means these are the ideal solution. Benzene is volatile, toluene is volatile. If you will take 5 ml of benzene and 5 ml of toluene, then before mixing 10 ml, after mixing it is also 10 ml. So these are the example of ideal solution. And here we can draw the graph for ideal solution. Now let us discuss how we will plot a graph for this ideal solution. We will take along x-axis mole fraction, and along y-axis we will take pressure, vapor pressure. So here, student, initially suppose we are taking a component A in a container, single component we are taking in a container. This is a container and we are having only component A. So its pressure is P node A and mole fraction is 1. So in that case, when we are taking single component, X is 1 and XB is 0, means second component is not mixed yet here. So when X is 1, then student PA means partial vapor pressure will be equal to P node A, that it is 1. So pressure will be maximum. So its pressure will be maximum, P node A, maximum pressure. And when we will start to mix here, in another container, suppose we are having component B. Here we are having component B, pure component B. Then its pressure is P node B when XB is equal to 1. So when XB is 1, then its pressure, partial vapor pressure will become equal to its actual vapor pressure. From look here carefully. So this is the condition when XB is 1 and X is 0. What is the total sum of mole fraction? 1. So XA plus XB always 1. When XB is 1, then XA will be 0. So under that situation, what happen? Pressure will be, its pressure will be maximum. Maximum means actual pressure. Actual pressure means pressure in its pure form. So P node B. Now suppose you will start to mix B to A. When you start to mix B to A, then mole fraction of A will start to decrease and mole fraction of B will start to increase. So the graph will go down. The graph of PA will go down and the graph of PB will go high. Look here, P total. So this is P total. So we can draw a graph like that. PA here will become 0 because XA 0, then PA will be 0. Here XA1, XB 0, here PB will be 0. So at this point PB is 0, at that point PA is 0. And this is the actual pressure of B, means in pure form, and this is the actual pressure of A in pure form. So this is the graph for P total, remember. So we can plot this graph like that. You might be asked that draw a graph for ideal solution.